Hi and welcome back. If you're new to the channel, my name is Vince. Thanks for stopping by. You're very welcome here indeed. So it's time for another NMN suppliers website review. This time it's a company from the UK. However, this company has ties to another company in Australia. So without further ado, let's jump into this week's NMN supplier website review. So the NMN company we're going to look at this week is this company, which is Nutrival.co.uk. And when I first started to do these reviews, I had quite a few requests for this company, mainly from people in the UK. So without further ado, let's take a look at Nutrival.co.uk. So this is the web page, no physical address. However, we'll find out later that they are located in Trevison Business Park, which is in Cornwall. How long have they been trading? Well, according to name.com, this site has been up since the 3rd of March 2019. So I'm making this video right at the end of November 2020, so just shy of 2 years. Now, first sight, the website looks fairly professionally designed, so that's good. It seems like this website like to use different types of packaging. And if we scroll down here, you can see this magnesium oil is actually made or sold by a company called essentially pure.co.uk, so not Nutrival. And these silver packages are very reminiscent of the AliExpress drop shipping packages that we saw with Vitamondo. Now, I'm not sure what the Union Jack here means, whether that means made in the UK, packaged in the UK. I'd be interested to find out from people who either buy or sell in the UK what fitting this or attaching this Union Jack, what the significance is. So that seems to be the home page. So let's quickly take a look at the About Us page. Now you can pause the video or you can go and check out the site for yourself if you like. But you'll find that most of this text explains that Nutrival revolve around being a company that specializes in high quality food supplements to keep you fit and healthy. They have a wide range of supplements, including anti-aging products, brain and memory products, digestion supplements, essential oils, hair and nail products, men and women supplements, mood supplements, sleep and relaxation products, and immunity boosters. And we'll take a look at, obviously, anti-aging, but we'll look at a couple more too. And if you look here, you'll see that it says Nutrival has been active since 2014. But if you think back to when the website was raised, it was 2019. So why the disparity in those dates? That will be interesting to try and find out. So let's move on to the information pages, and they're at the bottom. Now, if we quickly look at the contact page, you can see here that this is their physical address, and it's Chenoweth House in Trevison Business Park, and there's about 300 plus businesses located in this business park, which is quite normal for the UK. So the remainder of them, the privacy policy, terms of reference and the terms of use are all what you'd expect. However, I'm just going to go at the terms of service and quickly look at the refunds policy, because that's interesting and it leads on to something that is also worthy of note. So in the main, the returns policy is as you'd expect. However, this statement here explains that to be eligible for a return, your item must be unused and in the same condition that you received it. It must also be in the original packaging. Several types of goods are exempt from being returned: gift cards and downloadable software products. Now, in my humble opinion, this kind of return policy is designed to discourage customers from sending their product back. Now, if you think back to Allied by Science and Do Not Age, they allow you to use up to 50% of the product, realize it's not working, and then send it back, and they give you 50% of your money back. This is also a cut and paste, because I've checked their website and they don't sell downloadable software or gift cards. So whoever copy and pasted this didn't do the due diligence and take out the parts that weren't relevant. It also shows the address where you need to send your returns to, and that is 63 Kelton Street in Glasgow, which is in Scotland. Now, for those that don't know the UK, Cornwall and Scotland are fairly far apart. This is how far away they are from each other. It's 532 miles, and that's about an 8-hour drive on a good day. So maybe the head office is in Cornwall and the warehouse storage facilities are in Scotland. So using the wonders of Google Maps and the UK postcode system, I've tracked down their warehouse in Glasgow, and this is it. This is where you will send your returned items to, which begs the question, is this the place they are shipped from? Would you want to buy your NMN that comes from this location? My first question would be, how is it stored? Is it stored in industrial freezers or fridges to make sure that it doesn't turn into nicotinamide? I'd be interested to see in the comments below what you think about this location being the place where you have to return your goods, but more worryingly, the place where they may be sending your goods to you from. So I think all in all, the website looks very professionally designed, but at the moment there seems to be a few things that don't seem to add up. A couple of red flags, and spoiler alert, there's going to be more. So let's see if this NMN supplier is going to be a diamond or it's going to be a fugazi. I'm sure that time will tell. Let's press on. So let's take a look at their NMN. The first we need to do is to go to categories and then anti-aging. And as we scroll down, okay, so this picture, as an aside, for green tea tablets, very reminiscent of the type of design that you'll find on AliExpress. And you can see that this logo says Nutrition Unlimited. So that's 3 brands so far being sold on this website. So let's scroll down and look at their NMN. We'll look at the 500 milligram capsules. And we can see that Nutrival NMN is just called NMN. So no super duper extra enhanced, more bioavailable fake claims, just NMN. So that's good. Unfortunately, there's only a picture on the front of the bottle. So we can't see the supplement facts. We can't see if there's any other ingredients. We can't see any GMP badges. And if we scroll down a little further, you can see here the description. Very limited description as to what NMN is and what NMN is supposed to be able to do. So that's it for the product. Moving on, let's take a look at their certificate of assay. Very easy to find, right next to the picture of the bottle. And if we, this is a bit fiddly, but if we go to the top, you can see that the certificate is from Intertek. Intertek, as you know, well-renowned and reputable company. They're the people that check the Youth Ever NMN, which is then sold on by Do Not Age and Pro Health Longevity. And if we look at the result, 99.5 for purity. So that's a very good score indeed. One area of concern is here at the top. Date of analysis is the 11th of October 2019. Now I'm making this on the 29th of November 2020. So this certificate is over a year old. So either they don't sell very much, or they buy a massive amount and then they store it for at least a year and 1 month. Now thinking about storage, think back to the picture of the house in Glasgow where you need to send your refunds to. If that's a place where NMN is sent out from, can you be sure that it's being kept in the right conditions for over a year? Would you trust Nutrival with looking after your NMN and keeping it in the right conditions in this house, if this is where they sell it from, for over a year? I've also looked at all of this certificate, and I can't seem to find any heavy metal results. The other thing that I was curious about was the certificate is very well laid out, but when you look at, and I don't know if you can see it, but when you look at the Intertek logo, there's a grey line across the top and a grey line along the bottom, and that looks like it's been cut out and stuck on. And if you scroll down to the bottom, the only other place you find that where there's a box around it, seems to be by the biochemist who signed it. Now, I'm not sure if that's on all Intertech certificates, I'll have to check, but it may also be an area for concern. So that's it for the certificate of assay. So let's take a look at their price. So 30 500 milligram capsules is going to cost you £49 sterling, which is around $64 a bottle. Now we can't see the back of the bottle, so we don't know what the serving size is, but we know there's 30 times 500 milligram capsules, which is 15,000 milligrams or 15 grams. So that works out at about £3.26 a gram, which is around $4.25. That's in line with current market prices for pure NMN. And when I say that, I mean NMN that's not been mixed in with fillers. So usually NMN powder. We can't see the supplement facts on the back of the bottle, so we don't know if these capsules include fillers. I'm guessing they probably do. So COA, certificate of analysis from a reputable lab, although it's nearly 1 year old, slightly more expensive than the norm for NMN powder, and I don't think this is NMN powder. So would you buy from here? Now, interestingly, although this is a UK company, I also found this website. Now, this is Body Tonics, and this is an Australian website. Now, they're selling the same 500 milligram capsules, 30 for $129. Now, if that's United States dollars, that's double the price of the UK NMN. If it's Australian dollars, which I think it is, that's around $95 US, which is still $31 more expensive than the Nutrival in the UK. Another thing, they do have the same certificate of assay with the same 1 year old date. What is interesting is when you look at this certificate, they've cut off the Intertech logo at the top and they've cut off the biochemist signature at the bottom. That's a little concerning. I'm wondering why they've done that. What they have done, however, which is to their credit, is they've actually filled out a little bit more information on what NMN is, what it does, and how you should take it. So if I was to look at this website without the knowledge that I've got, I would probably buy from this website if it was convenient, not knowing that it comes from the UK and not knowing that this certificate of assay has been butchered and it's also 1 year old. So if you really want to buy Nutrival NMN, I would buy it from the UK. If you're in Europe, if you're in Australia, then be aware of the UK website and the red flags that we've seen so far. So let's take a look at their resveratrol. Click on anti-aging, scroll down, and we'll find it here with the Union Jack. You can see here they're claiming 85% trans resveratrol. I've searched the whole website. There's only this one image here. I can't find a certificate that proves 85% trans resveratrol. If you look at the packaging, very reminiscent of the AliExpress packaging with a blank packet and the label photoshopped onto it. So let's look at price. Let's select an option and we'll select 120 capsules. That's going to cost you £21 sterling, which is around $27.30. 120 times 500 milligram capsules is 60,000 milligrams or 60 grams. That works out at 35 pence per gram, which is around 46 cents, but no third-party test certificate. So you can't be sure that you're not getting cis resveratrol. Trans resveratrol with a third-party test certificate usually sells for around $2 a gram. This company is selling it for 60% cheaper. And for me, that seems too cheap. And it looks like they're coming from AliExpress. So bearing those points in mind, would you buy your resveratrol from this supplier? Please let me know in the comments below about their trans resveratrol. So that's it for Nutrival's NMN and for their trans resveratrol. So I just want to highlight one other thing quite quickly when it comes to looking at the other products on this site. If we look in Men's Health and we look at this item here, which is a testosterone booster, if you look at this picture, it's just brown tablets with Nutrition Unlimited as the logo superimposed over the top. If we then look into digestion, and we look at the dandelion extract tablets, then it's the same picture. And if we look in antioxidants and we look at these green tea tablets, it's exactly the same picture. So it looks like Nutrival use stock images that really look like they come from either AliExpress or Alibaba. So my humble opinion, this company does not keep stock on hand in their warehouse in Glasgow. It looks like they drop ship from AliExpress in China. What do you think? Do you think that's what they do? I'd be interested to see what you think they do in the comments below. So let's see how Nutrival fare on Trustpilot. And you can see here they've got 3 out of 5 and they've got 3 reviews, so they're scoring average. Now I only know that they had a Trustpilot page because when I Googled them to find out more information, this Trustpilot page came up as one of the results. So they graded average. Would you want to buy supplements from a company that's graded average? I was graded average on my needlework exam in school. Would you want me making you a dress or a pair of trousers? Possibly not. So let's look at the comments. We've got 1 star, fake product. I did order some products twice. They supposedly exact same product, tasted and looked clearly different in the second batch. So I have to assume I got fake product at least once. This person says, who is Elizabeth Penelope? And we'll have a look at that later. I found out some information on gov.uk, which is companies' houses, which is where companies register their company in the UK. She was appointed director on the 4th of December 2019. She's apparently the director of 58 different companies. I checked her name on LinkedIn and I can only see one, and she's from Nigeria. And she has a single connection: stay away from this company. I can't find out anything about this company. I can't find absolutely anything about this company, which makes me suspicious. They're selling lots of interesting products, but they don't pass third-party test certificates. So that's good. Someone who knows what they're looking for, which makes me suspicious. He's double suspicious. If someone has more information, please share. I don't know where, because what I could possibly do is go back after I've made this video and share the link to this video. But I don't think we can actually interact with people that make comments on here. So we're going to look at Elizabeth Penelope, and we're going to look at the company in a little bit more detail on Companies House next. So before we look at Government House, the other thing I wanted to quickly mention was business transparency. This profile has never been claimed, hasn't replied to negative reviews for the past 12 months. So again, not really filling me with lots of confidence for this company. So let's move on to Nutrival Limited and Companies House. So this is the government website where all companies are registered in the UK. We can look here at the overview of Nutrival Limited, and we can see that the offices are now registered in London. But you return your goods to Scotland, and Cornwall is still listed on their website as their location. So let's quickly look at people. So we've got 3 officers and 2 resignations. So John Brown is the current director, so he's active, and he's got the company registered in London. However, he is Scottish and he lives in Scotland. So I'm guessing he may be the person that lives in Glasgow, and that might be his house in the picture where the NMN is stored. We've then got the same gentleman has resigned from the company, and this is when the company was in Truro in Cornwall. Then we scroll down to the lady that was mentioned in the Trustpilot review, which is Elizabeth Penelope Westhead. We click on her. You can see that she holds a number of appointments in 66 other companies. Now, her role in those companies is director. So I don't know, I'm not a business person. Is it acceptable? Is it normal for someone to be the director of 66 separate companies? If we scroll down here, this is the first one. You can see that it was formed on the 16th of June, and their accounts are due in June 2021. Now, let's go back again. And if we scroll down, these are all the companies that she's the director of, and they're active. We get so far down, and eventually there are some where she's resigned, and there are 2 pages of these. If we scroll up to ProScript Online Limited and click on that, you can see here that this is registered in Gloucester, which is kind of between Cornwall and Scotland, but you can see that the accounts are overdue. I'm not going to click on any more. You can check if you like, but the majority of companies that are still active that are around this area are also overdue accounts. So it looks like she opens a company for a year, sets up the account, then after the year is up, she resigns and the company's accounts are overdue. So again, I don't know if that's normal business practice. It may be. I'm not sure. I'd like to know in the comments below if you think this is normal and if you think it's acceptable. Bearing in mind everything we've covered now, I'm not too sure I will be happy with buying this company's NMN or resveratrol from either the UK website or the website that we found in Australia. Let me know in the comments below what you think. So I hope you found that interesting or informative, hopefully both. As usual, I've made a couple of notes, quite a lot to talk about with this particular review. So let's run through the main headings and I'll talk briefly at the end about the red flags. So website, good looking website, professionally designed, easy to navigate. Not so good, same picture for quite a few of their supplements. So not so good, and also photoshopped images also. So I'm going to give their website 5 out of 10. Certificates, 1 for NMN, although over now a year old. No heavy metal certificates whatsoever for their NMN, so 5 out of 10 for that. Certificates for resveratrol, none at all, so we can't be sure that it's not trans resveratrol, so for that 0 out of 10. Cost, NMN $4.25 a gram. Again, no heavy metal testing, and also the certificate is over a year old, so for that they're going to earn 5 out of 10. Cost for trans resveratrol is 46 cents a gram, which is, in my humble opinion, far too cheap. No certificates at all, and it looks like an AliExpress product, so 0 out of 10. So I'm going to give them 15 out of 50, which works out at about 1.5 stars. Let me know in the comments below what you think of the company, and then what you would give them out of 50, or how many stars you would give them out of 5. So there were quite a few red flags, and I'll run through those quickly because these are red flags that you may be able to look at or relate to when you look at other potential NMN sites if you're looking to purchase NMN in the future. So the distance from Cornwall to Scotland, and neither of the directors ever living in Cornwall, was one red flag. One of the directors, I think the one that started the company, involved with 66 other companies, to me is a red flag, but it may not be. That might be common business practice. 3 very shocking reviews on Trustpilot. They haven't claimed the site, and they haven't replied to any of the negative reviews. 3 separate company named products being sold on their website, and again the same picture being used for lots of those products. And I did look on AliExpress and Alibaba. I couldn't find the actual picture of those green tablets, but they're definitely Alibaba or AliExpress stock images. Photoshopped images. The company's been trading since 2014 according to them. However, 2019 is the date the website was launched, and 2019 was the first date that the company was registered with Companies House. As a supplement company, it lists gift cards and downloadable software in their terms of reference. Again, lazy copywriting done by whoever designed the site. And no pictures of the back of any of their products, so it's impossible to work out what's contained in the product. It's also impossible to work out if they've got fillers, what the dosages are, etc., if it's produced under P conditions, if it's vegan, capsules if that's important to you. None of that information is available. Also that you have to supply all of the packaging in the original packaging. You can't open it within 30 days for you to get a refund, and that place you send it to is in Scotland, and the two places where the companies are registered are in London or in Cornwall. So I wouldn't be buying NMN from this company whether I was in either the UK or in Australia. As always, if Nutrival or Body Tonics who sell this NMN think that I've missed the mark in any way with this website review, please reach out, contact me, tell me where I've got wrong, where I've gone wrong, show me evidence of me misinterpreting what's on the website, and I will take this video down. I'll do a new video and I'll explain all the benefits of buying NMN from this particular company. That's it for now. Thanks very much for watching. Slightly long review today, but I think the red flags that this company has raised did need addressing. I hope to see you in the next video. As always, take care. I'll see you soon. Bye for now.